Alright everybody, so this video is just one place where you can find all of the how-tos for each Chapter 5 Season 3 medallion. So we're going to start with Megalo Don's, then move on to Ringmaster Scarr, and finish it off with the Machinist. So I have the timestamps in the description, and I'm pretty sure that automatically makes it so the video is split into chapters, so hopefully that helps you out with exactly what you are looking for. So let's start with Megalo Don. Alright, so you want to know how to make Megalo Don's medallion and boss in creative mode from Chapter 5 Season 3. So I'm going to show you a simple way to do it. I'm actually going to show you two ways to do it, and you can decide which one is better for what you're doing. So first, I'm going to start by demonstrating exactly how it works. Alright, so first I'm going to demonstrate this one method, which as you can see I have the boss here, kill him, I get his shotgun, and then I pick up the medallion, and now I am moving pretty slightly faster, so you get a little bit of a movement buff from that one. And then the other method, you come over here, you can kill this guy, pick up his medallion, and now you actually are getting nitro splashes. So this, like, exactly replicates, you know, always having the nitro splash effect. You just always have to put it on yourself. And now you can see my inventory is full. It stops giving them to me so that I'm not, like, spilling nitro splashes all over the place. But I will have infinite nitro splashes, and I can always throw them on my friends. So you can either, the problem is the other method won't allow you to run on water, or any of the other benefits from a nitro splash. So this is the only way you can get the real effect. So first I'm going to show you how to do the one where you just get a speed boost, and then after that I'll show you actually getting granted nitro splashes. So to start off here, I'm going to start with the guard spawner and the item spawner, because they are going to be the same for both methods. So, guard spawner, these are the settings I've changed. You can slow down the video if you want. Honestly, most of these don't really matter. Just set it to exactly how you want. And then, going to have it... oh, it's glitching out. Yeah, there we go. Disable when this guard spawner is eliminated. That's how I make it so that there's only one guard, is that when you eliminate the guard, it disables the spawner. And then it'll drop the shotgun. You just grab the shotgun from the inventory and drop that in. And then you get an item spawner. And these are the settings I've changed. Only 5. So just set that up the way it is. And then you're going to make it so that here, spawn item when the guard is eliminated. So that is it. Very simple for the guard, and like I said, this works exactly how it does over there. So I'm not going to show this again for the second method. The other thing that is exactly the same is going to be the player marker. This is how you can see the medallions on the map. And this is just attached to player when the item spawner is picked up. That is very simple, and then these are the settings for it. A few of these you can change, like color and the icon and stuff, and the class doesn't matter as well. The class is going to be up to you. Alright, so then the last two devices, we're already almost done with this, is going to be the class selector, and you're just going to have to change these settings, so whatever class you want, and then all of this. This is just to make it so that it's not going to accidentally get tripped. And then the class designer, pretty easy. Just the class identifier needs to match the other one, which also needs to match with the player marker, which I did change. It was 69 before, now I have it set to 15, so that's all uniform. And then the movement multiplier I just have set to 1.5. So simple enough. I don't know the exact boost of Nitro Splash. I just thought that seemed pretty similar when I was testing it out. So that's what I've gone with, and that is it for method number 1. So now I'll move over here, and I'm not going to show you again the boss, the spawner, or the player marker, so we only have one device to go over for this, which is the item granter. Now this is quite a bit of settings. Pretty much all that these settings do, if you replicate them, is it's going to make it so that whenever there's space in the player's inventory, it'll grant them a nitro splash, and if the inventory is full, it will not. So simple enough. And then I have it so that enable and grant item when receiving from the item spawner that we have here. And I don't think I actually set it for this one, but the class selector, you've got to make it so that change player class when receiving from the item spawner. That's my bad. Forgot to put that in there. But that is actually it. So that is both of the methods. You can choose either one, whichever you think feels more like how it is in game. And that's it for today's video. Alright, so you want to make Ringmaster Scarr's medallion from Chapter 5, Season 3 in creative mode. This is a very simple tutorial. I'll show you how to do it. First, let's see exactly how it works. Alright, so up here. Alright. I don't know why the game's lagging so much, but we got her boom bow, because her mythic's not actually a quote-unquote guard weapon, so the guards can't have them. And then the medallion, and now... Alright, I set my up back to normal. You can see now I have infinite ammo for both of these things, and another thing that Scarr's medallion does. So as you know, a pickaxe does 20 damage. See here? It just did 21, because we have that small damage boost from the medallion. So I'll be showing you how to make both of those things right now. Alright, so let's start with the actual guard and item spawner itself. Pretty simple here. This doesn't matter too much. This is just, you can have, this is all up to preference for you, really. And then disable when receiving from the guard is eliminated, just so that when you kill her, she won't respawn. And then in the item spawner, we're going to have just these 5, pretty simple, and also make it so that the item spawns when the guard is eliminated. And then you're going to put a coin or whatever you want to be your medallion in this item spawner, and whatever you want to be her weapon in here. You can't put her own, because like I said, if you go to, this UI is garbage. Alright, you go to weapons, you see Ringmaster's boom bolt is not a guard weapon. You see if you come over to like Megalo Don's, it says guard weapon. So you can't give the guards that. That's unfortunate. If you want, you can make a second item spawner that spawns it when she dies. So that's an option. And then up here, let's move on to the player marker. This is how it shows your location on the map, like any other medallion. So just this, make sure you choose a class right now, because we're going to be using this class multiple times throughout the tutorial. So I have it on 13, and then attach to player when the item spawner is picked up. Now we're going to move on to the class selector. So here are our settings. The class has got to be the same as the one before. And then all of these settings, most of these settings are just to make it so that nobody can hit this normally, because you don't want someone getting the medallion effect without actually picking up the medallion. And then enable as well as change player to class when the item spawner is picked up once again. And the class designer, you're going to have to make sure, this is very simple, the class identifier has to be the same as the other 2 devices, and then infinite reserve ammo is on. And then our final device for this whole thing, hopefully I'm not moving too fast for you guys. If I am, you can obviously just rewind the video, watch it again. Here are our settings. So damage multiplier, you're turning that up, and then the rest of this is just to make sure it doesn't really seem like you have the damage amplifier device power up on you. So that just takes all the effects away. And pick up when receiving from the item spawner on picked up. And that is everything. So hopefully you enjoyed and this all works. If you have any questions, you can leave them down below. But I will say, you want to make the Machinist's medallion from Chapter 5, Season 3 in creative mode. I'm going to be showing you how to do that. This is actually the simplest out of all of the medallions. So this is going to be a very quick tutorial. I'm going to start off by demonstrating how it works, so I'll do that now. Alright, so there she is. She's dead. Grab her AR and the medallion. And now, okay, after a little bit of time, you can see I start healing my shields back. And if you look on the map, I am marked, just like a medallion would be in Battle Royale. So that is everything. You can see my health will go past 70. In Battle Royale, I do believe it caps 70. But there is actually no, like, shield recharge limit in creative mode. So that's the only setback. But now I'm going to get into the devices, exactly how it works. Alright, so let's start with the actual guard and item spawner itself. Very simple here. These are the settings that have changed. It's mostly preference for this. This just set up the guard exactly how you want them to be. And then over here in the functions, disable when receiving from the guard spawner is eliminated. Just so that when you kill her, she won't respawn. Pretty simple. And then drop in her AR. And then the item spawner, even more simple. Just these settings, and then make it so that you spawn the item when the guard is eliminated. That's it for that. And then just these 3 devices left. We're going to start with the player marker. Here they are. Here are the things. You're going to have to choose a class right now that's available that you want to set everything to, because all 3 of these next devices are going to use a specific class that all has to be the same. So I have set up a class 14 right here, and then attach this device to player when the Machinist item spawner is picked up. Now, these 2 go together. They're the class selector and the class designer. Let's start with the class selector. You're gonna go with your class that you've chosen before, and then all of these other settings are just to make it so that nobody picks up the device when they aren't supposed to. So it'll make it, you know, so that it's very hard to run over the device. You probably want to put this under the map somewhere so that nobody hits it. And then change player class when receiving from the item spawner on picked up. And I already said this was very simple. So we're gonna finish it off. Already, we're pretty much done with the class designer. Just choose your class, and then shield recharge on, and the recharge delay. I don't actually know exactly what the recharge delay is. If you want to look into that, play some BR matches and do a little testing, you can. But I haven't played a whole lot of the new season, so I don't know the exact timing on it. But I just have it set to 7 seconds, because it's a little bit long, but that's just because your shield's going to recharge to 100 anyway, which seems really powerful. So I have it set to a long time. And that is absolutely everything. So, but before you go, I just want to put this at the end of the video, like I've been doing recently. I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of this summer. So if you could do me such a huge favor and just hit the subscribe button below, because I know most of you, 93% of you guys, are not subscribed watching. And it would actually mean the world to me. It'd be like my biggest dream if we hit 1,000 subscribers this summer. And if you want to support me even more, I'd appreciate it so much if you use code GravyMan in the item shop. So thank you to everyone that's doing that. And I should come up with a catchphrase, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.